called 2022. Like, cause the year 2022, and we're twins, and we turned 22, so it's gonna be called 2022. But we realized, even though it's so cute and slick, it didn't really define the album or what this time really meant to us. So we decided to name it Heavy Guarded Heart because when reviewing ourselves and what we wanted to pour onto the paper when we were, writing down our lyrics and our songs, we realized it all was streaming from our hearts, the position our hearts are in various different relationships, and how we've had to guard them so much because of our history. So we decided to break all of that down and heal. What's up, y'all? I'm String.
And I'm Wisdom.
And together we are Ain't Afraid. And welcome back to another episode of the final episode of our HGH docuseries, Heavy Guarded Heart. This entire docuseries has been dedicated to giving you all more insight into the music that we've been dropping as we dedicate ourselves to this year of music. On this 14-track album, we are so excited to dive more into the information and details and just all of it. So let's dive in.
Like, I want to hear that sound. This is the wrong word, but like succumb, like overcome me, like envelop me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like what I hear is a beautiful transition into something more, but I kind of want to be shocked by the change, if that makes sense, but not in a overwhelming way, but in a wow.
Okay, throw some gunshots in there.
No, Mom is annoying. You know what I'm saying?
We lock our doors. We lock our doors. We lock our doors. We lock our doors up in the hood.
Love y'all. Be safe.
We lock our doors up in the hood. We lock our doors up. We lock our doors up in the hood. We lock our doors. We lock our doors up in the hood. We lock our doors up. We lock our doors up.
What is the story behind the name Aint Afraid? Aint Afraid, it is a very honest name to who we are as people. Like, we exist in a body that is so challenged, being Black Muslim women, which is an identity that we love to have and share and be. However, owning this identity so confidently means that people will question you, challenge you. We knew for a fact we wanted it to be something that people could know about us before we said anything. So without a biography, like when you hear me call myself this, you'll know exactly that about me. And I was like, all of our life we've been ain't afraid. Literally, in every space we've been in, we've had to advocate for ourselves. So when I was just like, we're ain't afraid. That's it. Thank God the username was available on Instagram. I was so scared about that.
Yeah.
How is this album different from everything else you made before?
This album, Heavy Guarded Heart, is different from everything else we made before, and it's so funny because it's like nothing, but it's the truth. It's the time that we took. I was gonna say the same thing. It's the time. It's the intentional time. We keep telling y'all, and I don't know if you believe us, but we've had some of these songs for over a year now, and they definitely evolved since when we first created them to the end product of what we're delivering to you. But that's the beauty of this album, because we are, talented in the fact that we can make songs like that, like boom, boom, boom. But your fastest project might not be your greatest, exactly, or it might not be the best that project can be. So we gave this album time. We could have dropped this last summer. Literally kept going back to songs, adding things, taking things away, exploring different ways we could vamp up the vibe. Our last album was created in 3 months. Before that, we dropped like 4 singles. All of those were created on a Monday and they dropped that Friday. We never gave any other project as much time as we given this one, and that's why, like, something like this project, I feel so attached to. Like, I think that's why it also feels so much bigger. This album, overall, it gave me a lot, but what it really gave me was the words to express how I was feeling. I really think that you're right. I definitely learned so much about myself during this project. And I don't think I would have even been able to, we wouldn't have been able to touch the surface as much as we've been able to if we didn't write this music. Exactly. If there's a part I won't forget, it's just like what this entire journey has meant to me. And how much it has really allowed me to grow as an individual and a young adult, and I feel so grateful to really have been able to have this process, doing it with my mom and my sister, and just creating this music at night before I'm going to sleep, in the car ride to somewhere, listening to the songs we've recorded on the plane or while we're at rehearsals and on set, and just seeing, looking at the BTS footage on on my phone, just like it's just this entire process has been something I've never experienced before, and I just feel so grateful to have had it, and I'll never forget it. The hardest part about creating this album, I would say, is the beginning. I was giving Zia a hard time because she was being very vulnerable in the songs that she was creating and the lyrics, and I wasn't ready to be that vulnerable.
What song do you think was the hardest for you to share with the world?
Always There. I think it was Always There.
Yeah,
it was Always There.
It wasn't necessarily hard, but it was like, oh, like they might hear this. They might hear this. And if they do, they know I'm talking to them. I feel like that's what Always There gave me, but I also feel like that Spinal gave me that, because there are so much that I want to say to some people that I never do for the sake of God.
I think in this process, I've learned to accept tapping into my vulnerable side and really exploring my heart and really exploring how I view the world with such a heart. Because people say think with your head, not your heart, but you're always going to think with both. And if your heart is guarded, it can tamper the way that you view the world, or the way that you view people, and the way that you view relationships,
or the way that you're ready to face
all of that. Exactly. It was ready to just tap in and heal and grow. I was like, whoa, slow down. You want to know? I'll answer the second part off of that. I think that was the weirdest part for me. I was making songs like Let's Renew, Heavy Guarded Heart, and Matter to You. Like, I was just putting it all out on the table. She said to me, and I don't know if you remember it, you probably do. She said, this is feeling like your project. And I was like, what? My project. And the thing was, like Sakina said, she was not in the space where she was at that time ready to have this vulnerable conversation. I think that she was thinking about people. Because I know Sakina's not afraid to be vulnerable with me. We have these conversations all the time. But that's the thing was, I wasn't caring about how people would review us being so vulnerable in our music like we've never been before. I wasn't thinking about, what other people would say. It's not that I was worried about people. Yeah. I was worried about people in my business. I was worried about people in my heart. I was literally thinking about how I needed this, how I need to make this music, and how it's serving me. That was the weirdest part for me, was sitting in a space where my best friend and my partner in this thing is telling me this is just feeling like a me thing. And for one, my whole life I'm used to this always being an us thing, and she's like, this isn't feeling like it's mine. This is feeling like this entire project is all you. And I'm just like, this is so weird. This is the weirdest conversation I've ever had in my life.
No, eating pistachio cake to celebrate our album drop. Rockin'. Support your local mom and pop shop. Yes, this is so good, y'all. Y'all, today has been a crazy day, y'all. Like, very exciting. We're having like a lot of listeners. It's at 155 right now. That's low, by the way, for today. Kind of low. We got up to 250 people listening at one time. It's a constant 100-something people listening. Yes, that's crazy. That is crazy. We just saw on Audio Mac that our album is the top trending. Yes, the top trending album is the top trending album on Audio Mac. Like not on playlist. No, like the actual site. Like, just, oh my goodness, y'all are just so incredible. So incredible. We are so thankful for y'all. Thank you so much. That is really that's like, today has been phenomenal. Alhamdulillah. Y'all, like honestly, like, being independent artists, we work so hard.
And for songs like Heavy Guarded Heart, I got a lot of inspiration out of Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic, by SZA's Good Days, but not the song, more so just the intro. I love that longer intro with the elements of the sounds of like the world, and it just, we're kind of bringing you into the song before the lyrics start. But actually, Heavy Guarded Heart came out of me listening to BS by Janae Aiko and Her, which is a very different song. Like, if you listen to that song, you listen to Heavy Guarded Heart, you'd be like, girl, how you get that out of that? But something about listening to that song, it sparked the feeling. It sparked the feeling. It was all about me thinking about how I really do want to embrace love. Like, I'm not trying to be back up on my BS. Like, I love to embrace love, but I have such a hard time doing it because of my heavy guarded heart. As far as other songs on the entire album, anyone can see that we don't stick to one genre. There's a group that we love this one song from them, Paramore. One of the things that they call themselves in their bio, if I'm not mistaken, is
multi-genre,
like a multi-genre group, and that's exactly what we are. You can't stick us. You can't say we're pop. You can't say we're R&B. You can't say we're hip hop.
You can say we're good music.
We're a multi-genre group. We don't stick to one genre. But I can't say that R&B and hip hop have a huge influence onto our taste in music and the way in which we express our music. Like we have a lot of R&B and hip hop inspiration just in our palette. So you will definitely hear that as you listen to our music.
Y'all had those numbers, those streams going crazy on Spotify yesterday.
Wow.
When we get the Apple stats today, we're sure it's going to be the same way over there. Y'all got those music videos running up. Like, y'all are just showing love.
Thank you so much. Like, wow.
Thank you. Like, we really put a lot of work into this album, so much love and intention, and to see it being received is just, it's such a wonderful feeling. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Is there any song from the album that you're especially attached to?
Yeah. I'm definitely especially attached to a song. I resonate with all of them. Like, let's just get that out here. Isn't it obvious? One of the songs that like really get me is Everything I Am. And I think it's because everything I am, I am. And it's because being in this position of this career, a lot of people get big headed, or a lot of people, or they don't want to, but people start praising them that they find themselves in that position. And you know, I really feel so humbled and so, you know, comforted by that song to know, like, if you like everything I do, just know it is from God. It's not me. Like, I love that song so much. I resonate with it differently. I resonate with it in the sense that people challenge who we are. They try to make us feel bad for expressing the way that we do.
I have that aspect, yeah.
And I'm like, everything I am, I am. Is everything I was meant to be. As we say, do not praise me, I'm everything he made me. And then we say, I know it's crazy, but I'm everything he made me. Like, there's no mistake here. Everything I am. People like to say, oh, y'all rebellious, so you da. I'm just living in my truth and my passion, in my path. I'm living in the journey in our purpose that he set for us. And so if you mad about it, take it up with him, okay? This specific feeling I have after listening to our music, and it's strong, but a couple of them where it's like the strongest is Ode to the Hood.
Oh, period.
Ode to the Hood puts me in my feels. And then Heavy Guarded Heart. It puts me in a place after I listen to it, and it further helps me to embrace this new, you know, journey we're on to just live more and accept so much more. The songs that I was just so eager to put out would have to be That's Final, Grown. Our song Grown. I'm grown. Tell the world I'm grown now. I'm grown. Okay, because let me tell y'all, we're grown. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, we're 23. I turned 23 August 12th. Stop talking to me. The girls are grown, and that's what, because I feel like a lot of people saw us as little girls. And I get it, we're twins, we dress alike, we got baby faces, and we have such youthful energy. But I'm 23 and I've been through something. Okay, period. And that's what I so grown. I'm so happy we put that out because it's to tell y'all. And also in grown we say made up 360 and 365. That's so honest. Tell the world I'm grown. Don't be surprised. We flip like this. In 1 year. Think about where we were. If we think about where we were last June, and where we are this June, flip. I'm grown. Thank you. I'm grown. I appreciate you. I'm grown. Okay. One song I was so happy to put out. There are a couple, but I'm gonna highlight this one real quick. It's Always There. When we put that song out, there are so many people to this day that tell us we gave them the words, or we gave them this song at a time when they needed it most. And I knew, God gives us intuition, and I knew that this song would be that one. I knew that we weren't just speaking for ourselves when we were singing these words, and to see so many messages of people being like, you spoke for me.
Yeah.
I just feel so fulfilled in that. Another thing is Heavy Guarded Heart. A couple people, Heavy Guarded Heart isn't out yet as we record this video, but us sharing a snippet on our page, there's already people in the comments talking about how, where's this song? I need this song. Or people in our DMs about how they're so excited for this song, how they can already tell, like, these are the words they need. A song that I'm like, I'm so happy it made say the album is Talking Shoes. Yes, she loves but as it relates to the heart, it's our relationship with how our hearts navigated a world where looking a certain way or not looking poor was like the standard. A lot of time our shoes were ripped up, broken, and I say talking shoes because they were like open and was flat. And I'm telling y'all, we've been through so much, and I'm just happy that song made it on there. I look forward to the very last track on our album, A Moment. I play it for myself, and I really hope that anyone that listens to it gets to leave it feeling refreshed, feeling like they gave themselves the time.
Let's rewind it back to it. Let's rewind it back to it. The dew in your eye. Let's rewind it back to it. The dew in your eyes ain't dim. The dew in your eyes. Let's rewind it back to it. The dew in your eyes ain't dim. Let's rewind it back to it. The dew in our eyes ain't dim. When our butterflies ain't trim. When we were in love with this. Let's rewind it back to it.
At what point did you decide we're done? The product. This is done. We finished.
Y'all decided.
What?
I wanted one more.
Yeah, but it's a no. Oh, heck no, bro. That don't even fit the vibe. But I think that we just kept listening to our music and we were like, we have an album.
Yeah.
The only other thing, I think that we decided we had an album in March.
Yeah.
And we knew that we needed to record in April. The only other thing we recorded after we figured out we had the songs wasn't it Everything I Am?
Yeah.
And we added small vocals here and there, but it was just, Everything I Am is the only thing we made,
Yeah.
right?
And Everything I Am was supposed to be an interlude.
It was, but then it became an entire song because
Yeah.
the beat was going, the words were there, the feelings were in the air,
Yeah.
and we just made that. So I think it kind of happened. Like
Yeah.
the music was already done, the project was already there. The hardest part was picking the order, I think.
This really be us, y'all. Every day for the past month and a half. Somewhere to be, somewhere to go. I've barely been home. Every time we go home, don't mind the Vaseline under my nose. I'm also a little sick. Oh, here it go. Here it go, right here, yeah.
These music videos have been so fun. Like, I feel like we've definitely elevated. That is always our goal each year, is to elevate how we do so well. You know, alhamdulillah. Thank you, God, for allowing us to be able to elevate. You know what I'm saying? I would say one of the biggest things that I'm proud of is that we choreographed Easier Said Than Done music video all by ourselves. Nobody else. All my girls can't think is, I ain't signed up for this. That's on us, baby. We created all my girls can't think. Yeah, it's just incredible. It's incredible. And we were able to do that all by ourselves. I will say our visuals have been something that has been able to bring our songs to life. And I'm so happy to watch it all come together.
Finally getting out. After being in there for over an hour, how do you feel? How your legs feel? How you feel? God works miracles. Come back. Welcome back.
There is a music video set where I cried, and it's Last Request, Sia, Sakina in a Casket. That was so heart-wrenching. That I was going through two different. Is epiphany the word? Because it was more like sad for me. Like it was two different ones. For one, I saw my twin sister, and that hit hard. But then I also saw myself, because of course this girl looked just like me, and I'm just like, oh my God. And mom was not on set, so I had no comfort. Our mom left because she didn't want to see it, but I had to be there. I'm telling you, that was the hardest moment for me. I ducked away and I had teared up to myself and I cried a little bit, but I had to stop myself quickly because I had makeup on and I needed to be ready for my scenes. But that was just such a hard moment. Oh my God. I will never forget what that felt like. That was so hard.
They love me.
No, they don't care about you.
They love me. We have been so intentional with this project, not just with the songs that we're putting out or the visuals, but even behind the scenes. We have made sure especially with these with any opportunity we could, that we were hiring out BIPOC or women, so Black, Indigenous people,
Or younger talent.
or younger talent, and it's because we understand what it's like. You know what I'm saying? And we know that not every marginalized person gets the space or opportunity to showcase their talents or to be brought onto projects. And so we wanted to make sure that we were giving people like us the space to come in and be able to show the world what they can give. I think that we've been able to do that, and I'm very grateful to be able to be in that position that we're able to do that. Like I'm telling y'all, we were able to get women or BIPOC stylists, makeup, directors, and just all kinds of fields.
Dancers.
Prop coordinators, like talent, extras. Like it was so much melanin, so much community. Like it was so much community. Period. And that's what we are so thankful to be able to hold this project, because it's not always that easy. And so to be able to do that is just so beautiful.
But I say, girl, get up now, you got it.
We hope that there's a song that sticks with you, that there's something that encourages you and pushes you for better.
Not only is this a space for us to heal, but it's a space for every listener to heal. And a lot of times people will try to shy away from these conversations, or they act like we too can't have these conversations. People like us can't have these conversations, and that's what we're opening up this space for. That's what Heavy Guarded Heart is all about, is to tell you it's okay to have these conversations, to feel heard and seen and related to. It's okay to have these feelings.
You want to know?
And let's dive into them and grow for the better.
You want to know what I also say though? This album it's bigger than healing. It's also a celebration of self and community. It is, I think, it's a space to have those harder conversations, but then it's also a space to, have a lot of joy and hopefulness. And I really feel like this album it's just like, it's something that you can take away for 3 years from now. It's something that you can come back to 80 years from now.
So are you calling it timely?
I am calling it timeless a little bit. I feel like I will continue, specifically my attachment to this music, I will continue to listen to it and get something out of it. And we hope that you can too. That's it. It's out. It's out there for you all. Now what? Where does this go from here? I think that I asked that to you personally, and then I asked that for myself as well. The growing doesn't stop, the journey doesn't stop, the good music doesn't stop, and we just hope that you listen to not even hope, if you're watching this video, I know you better listen to every track on that album, that you shared it with somebody you love.
Take your 41 minutes and go ahead, 41 minutes of just good music.
Good music, I'm just so thankful to everyone who joined on this project and help us create the visuals that we wanted to, that goes from the people behind the scenes to the people in front of the lens. We are so thankful for you all. Thank you for Jezreel for working with us on this music. Thank you so much to We Could Be Music, who is always there to help us visually and to bring to bring more than just the music to the table, but to help us with marketing. Thank you to our mother who have allowed us always holding it down, and who allowed us to live out our dreams and supporting us, and on the back end just holding it down.
Thank
always.
you to our directors, Diego, Seven Queens, Embryo. I'm trying to think of all of our music videos. To our brothers, and our little sister, for all the support that you all give us in every regard, for setting up the cameras, the lights, for grabbing things for us, for helping us with ideas of dance moves.
Thank you
to our choreographers, to our prop designers, to our extras, cast members, dancers. Thank you to everyone,
our makeup artists,
the entire team that has come together for this project. It really takes a village. You have no idea. Yes, we move mountains just as our small little team, our mom and us, but the people that we've been able to keep in our circle is amazing. Y'all don't even have any idea of how many more partnerships and relationships we've created through this last year, and how much more is coming to y'all just because of the team we're building.
Y'all are incredible.
Y'all are a part of our team. The fans, the people watching, the people listening. We love y'all. We cannot do this if no one is listening. And we do this to provide messages and to hold amazing space. And we love y'all. We love connecting with y'all. We love having every time we're on stage and we get to be with you all. It is such a wonderful blessing. Y'all fill our hearts every day with your comments, your messages, and your support. There is nothing that we could do to thank you but keep making this music. Absolutely. So stream Heavy Got a Heart, the album, everywhere. It is out now on all major platforms. And please stay tuned for more visuals for this album, and to also be staying tuned for more music from your girls Ain't Afraid. Thank you for being on this journey with us. Continue to share the music. Peace.
Heavy got it hard. If he really wants this, he'll try hard. Built to the facades. Fade away the phonies and the frauds.
Ain't Afraid is all about living in your purpose. Yes. It is all about being you 100% of the time. In the good days, on the okay days, on the challenging days, on the bad days. It is beauty.
Okay.
It's beauty.
It's beauty.
In the exterior and in the interior of the soul's design.
Okay, soul's design. I'm getting a little.
It's all about embracing it, embracing the moment, no matter how you handle it, and growing for the better.
Gosh.
I'm very hard, and because people used to say, "Oh, she's the meanest one."
I'm like, people can like,
No, you're annoying.
Take that and make all annoying. No, it's okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Keep talking about yourself. Do not rub my knee like that ever in your life.
In socialism, or in
socializing. In socializing and
I'm ready for the next one.
Sakina, we were totally wasting time.